Today, we're going to talk about a sneaky little mental trap that gets all of us. It's a glitch in our thinking that makes us waste our time, our money, and our energy on things that just aren't working. It affects everything from the movies we watch to the careers we stick with. So let's dive in.
Okay, let's just get this out of the way. Have you ever done this? You're on the couch, the movie is absolutely awful, the plot is a mess, the acting is painful, but you think, well, I'm already an hour in. Might as well see how it ends. Come on, we've all been there.
Well, that sticky, irrational feeling that keeps you glued to your seat, it isn't just a weird quirk. It has a name. It's a well-known, totally predictable glitch in how we make decisions. It's a cognitive trap. All right, so let's put a name to this thing and really break it down. First up, we're going to look at what the sunk cost trap is, and more importantly, why it has such a powerful grip on our brains. So here it is, the official definition. The sunk cost fallacy is our tendency to keep pouring resources, like time, money, or just plain effort, into something not because it's a good decision for our future, but simply because we've already invested so much. And here's where our thinking goes completely off the rails. We trick ourselves into believing that if we just invest a little more, we can somehow rescue what we've already lost. But here's the hard truth. Those costs are sunk. They're gone. You can't get them back. So, what's the antidote? How should a rational person think about this? Well, it's simple, really. The only things that should matter when you're making a choice are the potential costs and benefits from this moment forward. The past, it's completely irrelevant to the decision you have to make right now.
Okay, so if it's so illogical, why is it so incredibly hard to just walk away? Well, to understand that, we have to look under the hood at the powerful psychological engine that drives this whole thing.
It all boils down to something incredibly fundamental about being human. Our brains are deeply, deeply wired to hate losing things. We are, at our core, loss-averse creatures. And there's this brilliant Nobel Prize-winning concept that explains this perfectly. It's called prospect theory. And what it says is that we feel the sting of a loss about twice as strongly as the joy of an equivalent gain. Think about it. The pain of losing $100 feels way, way worse than the pleasure of finding that same $100. I mean, just look at this chart. It lays it out so clearly. The good feeling you get from a $100 gain, that's nice. But look at the bar for the pain of a $100 loss. It's literally twice as high. Our brain is screaming at us to avoid that feeling on the right at all costs. And that's the connection, right? When we finally decide to quit that failing project or walk out of that terrible movie, what we're really doing is admitting the loss. We're finalizing it. We're making that pain real. And so, continuing even when we know it's a bad idea feels like we're delaying that pain, keeping the hope alive, that we can still turn it around. But, our hatred of loss is only half the story. There's another equally powerful force at play here, and this one is all about us. It's about protecting our ego. Think about it. Quitting means you have to admit you made a mistake. It means saying, my initial judgment was wrong. And for most of us, that is a really tough pill to swallow. So to protect our sense of self, to protect our ego, we do the exact opposite. We double down, throwing more resources at the problem to try and prove we were right all along. And of course, this behavior has a fancy name too. It's called escalation of commitment. It's this dangerous spiral where the more we invest, the more committed we feel, and the more we feel we have to keep investing, even when every piece of evidence is shouting, stop. It's our ego taking the wheel. All right, so we get the problem. We understand the psychology behind it. That's all great, but what do we actually do about it? How do we fight back and escape this trap? Let's get into the practical toolkit. The good news is there are two simple but incredibly effective mental tools that we can use to short-circuit this fallacy. They're easy to remember and they work. Okay, tool number one is called the overnight test. It's a fantastic little thought experiment that just wipes the slate clean. You ask yourself this one simple question. If I woke up this morning and this wasn't something I was already doing, if it were a brand new choice today with no history attached, would I still take it? And if your immediate gut reaction is no way, well, there's your answer. You've just proven to yourself that the only thing keeping you tethered to that decision is the weight of the past. It's the sunk cost, plain and simple. This test just cuts right through the noise. Now, the second tool is all about reframing. It's about changing the question you ask yourself. See, our natural tendency is to focus on the wrong question. Look at everything I've already lost. We need to consciously shift our focus to the right question. What am I losing right now, every day that I stay? And that, my friends, is opportunity cost.
And opportunity cost isn't just some abstract economic idea. It's incredibly real. It's the time you could be using to find a new, better opportunity. It's the energy you could be pouring into a project that actually has a future. It's your mental health. It's the money you're going to spend tomorrow. These are the real things you are actively sacrificing every single moment you stick with the wrong choice.
So when you boil it all down, it comes back to this one single crucial idea. You have to make decisions based on where you are going, not where you have been. The past is an anchor. The future is the open sea. Cut the rope. And that really leaves us with one last question, a personal one. Now that you know what to look for, take a second. Think about your own life, your job, a project, maybe even a relationship. What sunk cost is holding you back right now?